Greetings, nieces and nephews. Happy Friday. Today for dinner, we are going to, Katie Potty is going to be having steak, lobster tail. We're going to be doing some lobster tails, steak, and garlic green beans, okay? So what I have here, we're going to get our lobster tails prepared first, okay? And I have my gloves already ready to go. I have my kitchen shears. And what I have here, I have in each one of these bowls, I have two different bowls, okay? I have a tablespoon of melted butter in each bowl and a little bit of black pepper according to your taste. And see what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning in each one. And I'm going to mix those together with my handy dandy brush. And I'm going to put this one to the side. The reason why I have two, because I'm going to brush one on the lobster tails while they're raw. And I don't like cross-contamination, okay? So I'm going to put the one to the side over there, and I'm going to be using one. So I'm going to put this over here, close this up. We don't want any lobster juice, and this is for the steak. We're going to get that out the way. So we're going to prep our lobster tails to be put into the oven, okay? And I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday. I wish I could show you my t-shirt. I have this t-shirt. I saw it and I had to have it. It said, "Faith doesn't make things easier, it makes them possible." So now, these lobster tails, they were frozen, got them at Kroger. These are little ones, you know, they're only like what I don't know what they are, 6 ounces, but they only like $7, but they was on sale for $6. And you thaw them out and you put them in the refrigerator, and then you take them out. They're still frozen. You thaw them out in cold water, and you know they're ready because you'll be able to bend them like this, okay? Now what you're going to do, you're going to take it and you're going to take your shears, you're going to slide it under here, and you're going to cut your back all the way down, but not to here. Okay, you see where I stopped? You see how I stopped right here? I didn't go down there. Okay, and now I'm going to take my finger and pry my meat gently. Don't be rough. You're going to take your finger and you can pry your meat or your shell away from your lobster. Sometimes it just works easy peasy, sometimes it doesn't. And I'm going to pull this apart so I can get my tail out. And I'm going to pull my meat up from the back. See, I'm pulling my meat. I pulled the tail up from here. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to rest it on the back. See how pretty that is? See how pretty that is? Okay, I'm going to do the next one. Again, I'm going to take my shears, get it under the shell. Be careful not to cut your meat. You're going to take your shears and you're going to cut your back, your top, whatever you want to call this part. And you're going to cut it. And you see how I stopped again right there. Pull that little piece of shell out, that crack. And I'm going to take my shell and pry it away. These little bitty things. And then I'm going to take my fingers and pull the meat up. You hear that cracking? Sometimes you'll have to hear that. Pulling my meat up. And I'm going to rest it on on top. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some olive oil and spray the back of this. Little housekeeping over there. Got my little spritzer here, my olive oil. I'm going to spray the back of this. Spray the back of that, because I don't want it to stick. That's right. Now, what I'm going to do, I have my butter, my seasoned mitts. I'm going to brush on top. Make sure you get some of that goodness all on the front. And if it drips down, that's goodness. That's goodness. Caitlin likes lobster and crab legs, but she really likes lobster better. I'll make sure I get all the goodness, get on in there. And I'll even put some up under here. Get some, since I have some of that goodness left. And my oven has been preheated to 375. So what I'm going to take this over there, throw it over there for a little housekeeping. Okay, and I have my handy dandy mini casserole dish that one of my lovely subs has sent me. That was so sweet of her. So I'm going to soon as put these in here. I don't want this to stick, so I'm going to spray this with a little olive oil down here. And I'm going to place them nice and purty. Nice and purty. And I'm going to put these in the oven for about 10 minutes. Never thaw your lobster out in warm water or hot water. You're going to make it very rubbery, and you don't want that. It's not going to taste good. Okay, we're going to throw that over there, little housekeeping. I'm going to put these in the oven, and while these are being cooked, we're going to do our garlic green beans, okay? Okay, now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some, this is 2 tablespoons of butter that I'm going to melt down in here. Woo! Going to melt this butter down. And you know what you can do also? These are whole green beans, fresh green beans. You can add some red peppers or some yellow peppers. You can add mushrooms. You want to do that? You can, to add some color and extra pizzazz to it. You can do that if you want to. Okay, so I'm just getting this butter melted down in here first. I'm so glad to be talking to you guys, even though my cabinet doors aren't open. I don't even care. I need it to. It's the normalcy. Okay. Now, I'm going to add some olive oil in here. Just a little bit. And I'm going to add a tablespoon of minced garlic. Little housekeeping over there. And you'll know your garlic is ready because you're going to smell it. It's going to start emitting that really good aroma in here. It doesn't take long, and you want to watch your heat. So I had it up, put it on medium. Okay, you don't want it to be popping like it's doing now. Okay, you're going to just throw your green beans, and you're going to continue to toss them around. Get you a little salt to your taste, any kind of salt you want. This I like to use fresh ground peppercorns. I think they taste better with the fresh peppercorns. That's just me. And you're just going to keep tossing them until they turn of a different shade of green. These are really good. Some good old garlic green beans is going to go great with that. Turn my heat up a little bit. Back up. Oops. One jumped out the pan. Did you see that? It escaped. Decided to get liberated. Okay, gonna leave them alone for a minute, and then I'll toss some more. Delicious, don't they? Yum, yum, yum. Okay, I'm going to show you what the lobster looks like, the lobster tails, and I'm going to take here they are. I'm going to take these and baste them with the other melted butter. I nuked it a little bit. And I'm going to put this on here. That's that second coming. And this is only going to go back in here for 2 minutes. Oh, ow, ooh. All right, now you need to cooperate. Put all that goodness on here. Put that extra goodness on there. Little housekeeping. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to put these back in here. Toss these around and remove this from the heat. Because the green beans are done, I'm going to put these back in the oven for 2 minutes. Here are green beans. Now we're going to start on our steak. And here, this is just a T-bone. It's not a thick sliced T-bone. When you're dealing with the steak, it's really good that you have a really hot pan. And so I'm going to take some, I'm not going to use olive oil. I'm going to take some vegetable oil, put in the pan, and I have my seasonings. It's been marinating overnight in some meat tenderizers, some garlic powder, some onion powder. Okay, and in here I have some Montreal steak seasoning, and I have some thyme. I don't need to add any black pepper to this unless you want some. You can add that to it. I want to show you the lobster tails are perfect. Look at there. They are perfect. Okay, so I'm going to put these out of the way because I'm going to be dealing with the steak and I don't want any raw meat juices. I have my meat thermometer because she likes her steak medium rare, and it has to be a temperature, an internal temperature of 130 to 135. So I have the steak right here. I'm going to put it on my disposable cutting board. That's a pretty big size piece of steak, isn't it? Okay. And I'm going to take my seasonings, swirl them around a little bit. And I know you're probably saying, why you put an olive oil in it so they'll stick? They're going to stick anyway because there's oil in this pan. And your pan really needs to be hot to give it a good sear. Now, I'm going to take my butter, throw that in there, and take this off. Little housekeeping. Okay, this pan is hot. Yes, I always add butter to my oil when I'm doing a steak. Little housekeeping. And it's high heat. Now, little housekeeping over there. Now, don't pick your steak up with a fork. Use tongs, because when you pierce your meat, you're releasing the natural juices of it, and it dries it out. It can dry it out. So don't. Only time you should pierce your meat is when you're testing it with your meat thermometer. Other than that, you don't do that. So you just this is hot, so you don't need to don't pierce your meat. Okay, so we're gonna let this sear, and then we're gonna turn it. Okay. Oh, I do have another set of tongs, because this is, I'm going to be using, I have two sets, because when I turn it the first time, one set of tongs are going to come in contact with this raw side, and I don't want to use them again like that, because the other side will be done to where I want it. And then I want to start basting it with the butter and the oil. You know, I want to start doing that. And so you don't want to leave it on for too long. It's already tender. And see, I'm going to discard those tongs now. And what I'm going to be doing now is, you see this? This butter, this oil. I'm going to be basting it while it cooks. While the other side cooks, I'm going to be using this butter, oil, and basting it. And it is up on a high heat. I have it at number 4. I have my fire on number 4. And as you can see, it's really tender. Look at that. That is really tender. Oh, Dust, I could have gave you that piece. Yeah, you just keep doing this. So you can have this. You don't have to go out to the fancy restaurant and spend an arm and a leg and an organ. You can have all that goodness at home. You can throw some onions in here if you want to grill some onions. You can do that. Cool. And now I'm going to check another part of the steak. I like to go near the bone. This is very good. You know, medium rare this time. And I do want to go ahead and baste the other side. And I'm going to turn the stove off. It smells so good. I wish I could eat it. I wish I could eat this. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's not dry. We're gonna plate this up. All right, nieces and nephews, here it is. This is dinner Friday. We have our garlic green beans, our steak, seasoned, tenderized, very tender, and our baked lobster tails. And this is Katie Potts dinner. I will be having some mashed potatoes, gravy, and probably a chicken breast. So, hugs and kisses to each of you. Go be you, but be great being you. Love you all. Thank you for all your love and support. And to my new nieces and nephews, welcome to the family. I guess I could show me. Here I am. See, no cabinet doors. He said my cabinet doors will be ready in 4 days. He's building them himself. So he said he could put me on some temporary doors if I wanted some temporary. I said, no, I don't want those. Just bring me my cabinet doors that you're building. So I'm gonna sign off. I miss you guys so much. Until the next upload, I will see you. Love you guys. Bye.